To start this portrait of Frank, I would measure it first. I measure his head, and I can divide it by 3, from the hairlines here to the middle of his eyebrows, and then the bottom of his nose, bottom of his chin. It's got a similar distance, okay? So I make sure I have only double check, okay? So I can see that part a little bit short, so stand them a little. It's very important for measuring, okay? It's good here. Here I have bottom of the nose, above the chin, and the beard, mustache come in. But first I notice his face, he tilted this side. It's slightly, so I'm gonna make this centralized here. Now I can make it just a little bit cross the line here. Eyebrow here. I can feel that it hairlines in here. Okay. So here I'm gonna measure his. Let me measure the distance from cheekbone to cheekbone compared to the length of his face. Frank have a kind of long face, so I notice this distance from here equal here. So I'm just guessing for now, like that. This side should be a little bit smaller than this side. Okay, let's start with shape of the nose. Very simple first, nothing fancy here. It's mostly straight line for now. This is eyebrows here, a symbol like this. Always make sure that I have the ends somewhat like this. The eye. I love drawing. For me, drawing is so fun, and it's the foundation of everything. So if you have time, draw something simple at least every day. You don't have to be something fancy or lots of work. Just something, draw an eye, a nose. Okay, from here I draw the shadow here. Think about him just simple wearing a sunglasses. Sunglasses or something like that, okay? You don't have to have a lot of detail at this point. Just a very simple line here. Just here. And we have time to correct the drawing later. But for now, I'm just trying to guess all the forms and the shape, Here's the line here. I saw the cheekbone here. I love his mustache. Mustache is very distinctive. I met Frank. I do it. The picture I took of Frank when I do a chalk murals in Florida, and Frank is one of the audience. He come and he take a look. He enjoy the festival. So when I saw him and say, Frank, I don't know his name, but I'm say, sir, can I take a picture of you? In case in the future I can do a drawing of you, and here you go. Actually, I have show Frank a few times, and this one I think this picture is very beautiful, and I would love to do it again. here coming this way. Symbolize it for now. So relaxing to draw. Um, not talking about the paper here. This is the sandpaper I bought from China. Um, you can use vanilla lacquer, or you can use Canson paper, mid-tone color. Any colors could work. The pencil here, I've used pastel pencil. The number is 645. Okay, I use this number a lot. If you've been following me and study with me, you know that I'm always, most of the time, I use this color for drawing. So now I have time to go a little bit deeper, okay, in detail, a little more confident, so I can draw the nose and the detail a little bit stronger. This this is an eye socket here. Is that you can see that when you get, you know, for um, people old, you can see a loss of here is the eyes, the under eye back is thicker and a little bit fuller than when you were young. You don't see a loss of uh, skin and the lower back like this. But when you get a little bit older, it's showing more. Okay, that's the nature of humans. So I love the eyebrows here. Try to find a tear duct here. Just touching this line here. I think for the drawing, because we're not gonna apply colors in it, I think if you like to draw with me, I suggest you should buy Canson paper. You know, Canson paper is good. Um, don't use Sanele Lacquer actually because it's too expensive, and we don't ask colors in it, so we don't need that kind of heavy texture. So this paper or Canson paper is good work, okay? Or any drawing with mid-tone color is good work. There's a shadow of the nose falling into the mustache. Okay, so we can draw the forehead a little bit better. Now I love all the wrinkle here. His character. I can see this is the temple here. I measured along his ears here. Bottom of his ears is a little bit lower. So here I will make his ear to this side, like this. Then hair. So now I can block in the shadow. Before I go for the details, I want to block in the shadow first, like this. Very soft touch, okay? Block it in. I try to make this line with soft lines, okay? Make it soft. Okay, now I'm kind of happy with this. I still have a lot of things to correct, but I'm more confident to go a little bit deeper. I love to start with the nose. I like to draw the form of the shadow too. Not just on the contour of the features, but I also focus on the form of the shadows as well. Do you like this? You know, the shadow form is beautiful shadow form in here. Let's have a beautiful shadow here. Again, drawing is the foundation of everything. And again, drawing just like Kung Fu. If you don't use it, you don't do it, it's gonna you're gonna lose it. You know. For me, if I don't draw for a week or 2 weeks, I can feel that I'm not as confident it's just not, it's very natural. If you sometimes you come back, you draw and you feel you're not quite sure why your hand uh, doesn't listen to your brain, it's because you haven't practiced. So it's very important to um, practice drawing as much as you can. Okay, it's very important. So now I can draw the eyes. I'm very happy with the tear duct in here, look good. So I can draw his eyes here. Coming down. He have a very kind look in his eyes. It's so beautiful, man. Make sure he look in the same direction. Make sure very light touch when I do the iris first. Very careful to place his irises. So before I can go for more details, I would add some highlights on it, so it makes sure that I can control the values. So I use light gray here. It's a 722 to add some highlights in it. Not that strong. You can see that colors is very soft, and it's not white. You want to add a little bit of values in it first. Later on, I'm gonna add whites in it, but now I just want some lighter values so I can see how dark I should be for the shadow area. Just simple highlight like this, okay? Nothing detail will come, but now I need some highlight so I can control the value of entire drawing. So you can see it here. Just simple highlight here, something here. Just soft light. You can see that just a little touch is this highlight. It brings out the three-dimensional look for this drawing. Just a simple touch here. The next step, I'm gonna go a little bit darker in values, and I use this color here is 640, 640. Okay, I add a little bit of soft darker values in here on the shadow area, and it's very light touch. I don't want to overuse the values here. I try to have the feeling, focus in the face, but the hair and all the edges gonna be very soft. Okay, that's my goal. Let's see how it's go. So this is the time I'm gonna go for the details, eyes, nose, and maybe some hair. You know, I don't know how long it's gonna take me. Maybe over in 1 hour, but let's see. Okay. I use three shade of colors right here. The darkest one is 640. This one, the one I'm using for sketching, 645, and this one is 681. Okay, three of them. Go for details. I'm not gonna use black. This paper is very forgiving. If you want to do this drawing with me, again, please use Canson. Okay, Canson paper is very similar like this. I even can use a little bit like using my finger to blend a little soft. Not too much, just tiny touching it. Make it soft a little. Then go back and go on top of it. See? see that I'm very patient working on the shadow areas right now. Very light touch. Love the transition here from the shadow to the highlight and soft of the edges here. Soft the edges. Careful play working on that side of the foam shadow is very beautiful. I have to be careful with this. I love his nose. Very distinctive nose. So and here is the shadow fall into the beard, the mustache. I'm sorry. Soft them a little. So when I place that whole his nostril here, I think that's make the eye a little bit light. So I'm gonna make them a little bit darker to balance the values here. A little bit darker. So it doesn't look, under the values. It should be a little bit darker. See that better now. So I know it's still early, but I need to have some highlights here. Again, I like to do a little bit here, highlight, shadow, just for me to control. See, I have a little bit of his eyebrow here, so I know that how dark this side should look like. Values is the key. Values is the hardest part to learn. I'm studying art for many years, and I'm still struggle with values. It's very hard. Drawing is a different thing, but value is a different thing. You need to train yourself, your eyes to see values. What is values? Values is where you can find the darkest part and the lightest part of a painting, of a subject, of a figure, of a face. It's just everything, okay? So now I have that side here. I think that needs to be darker. This is white. I add a little white for the highlight to make it more better for if I use just a little highlight here and there. I'm pretty much done here. I hope you enjoyed the process with me. It's a fun process, you know, it's a fun drawing. If you can have somebody can pose for you, or somebody have a beautiful face and some beautiful character to pose for you, then ask them. Take a few pictures and then, you know, make a beautiful drawing out of it. I'm glad I met Frank, and I have pictures of him so I can do some exercise like this. I'm enjoying this a lot, you know, it's fun. It keeps myself going and just improve my my skill. You know, drawing, you have to do it all the time. I mentioned many times, you have to do it. Okay. Let's see. I have a final touch here. I want to leave this highlights in the nose. Like this. Leave this highlight. Cheekbone. There's a lot of cross hatching here, and I like this. It's a simple, beautiful drawing. We don't have to do a lot of crazy things, lots of detail, but it's just simple sketch here. If I have time, I could continue to develop this, but I think it's good enough for now. I not try to duplicate exactly the image to make it look like a photograph. It's not my thing. I want to look like a drawing, and the drawing sometimes I take something, I lose something. It's just different than taking a picture, right? Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the process with me. Time for me to sign my name, like I said right here. And I'm looking forward to see you again in the next video.